too much fire and the air needs more room to move. Too much air and it turns into wind and blows the heat away. But the right correlation of these two elements turns into mist. So y'all ready? Let's go.
I'm looking for the heart in you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. They be looking when you ain't looking. So if you want it, you better try hard.
Okay, Libra, let's talk about you in the Sagittarius. So when you get with a Sagittarius, right? And it might even happen like this. You might find this Sagittarius online. You might go into one of these online dating apps and find them there. You might find these, or this Sagittarius rather, I said these plural, right? I'm not saying. All right, so look. Anyway, you might find this Sagittarius somewhere utilizing technology. It might just be a YouTube video. You might see that they're a YouTuber, or they're doing like some type of online conferences or some Zoom conferences, and then, you know, some free seminars, and you just happen to click the button, get in it, and for whatever reason, y'all hit it off, right? And then I'm not saying that it's automatically going to be a sexual attraction or something that you can pinpoint as a relationship either. I'm stating that this might really start off as cordial, very friendly, in a situation or scenario where you're learning something from them. All right. So I would say the first red flag is if you are meeting a Sagittarius and you're not learning anything from them, that's a red flag. You might as well get out of there. All right. It's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to reach its optimal level. If you just want to play around at shit to shoot the shit, then that's different. However, I'm telling you, if you want something more out of this, which can potentially be, then look to be learning something from this Sagittarius. Now, this is not going to be something that is like textbook or classroom type learning either. So that would be a red flag as well. Like if you're learning something that is something that pretty much, like I said, scholastic or some type of way, then it's going to be, it might be even boring. You know what I'm saying? You want to be listening to this individual and be like, oh, they talking about philosophy. They talking about life stuff. They talking about, even it could be simple things like the fundamentals of life, right? But it's just like, yeah, like those are the topics I want to talk about. Why are people not talking about this? Why are people shying away from this? Like, this is the meat and the potatoes right here. Like, I want to get with this. And you learn things from that. All right. That's when you know that this is an on point situation with you in the Sagittarius. You know what I mean? You become a perpetual student and learning from them. So what can also happen with this is eventually sex can be good, right? But this is what I'm saying, eventually, because this is a communicative aspect that's going to be going on here. So there's going to be a lot of listening involved. So when that happens, usually when the sexual sparks get the flying, it becomes stronger and has more of an impact because you spent some time in getting to know each other before you just jump the gun. And I'm not saying all sex is like that. You know what I'm saying? Some one night stands have just been great. You know what I'm saying? And some just, you know, whether it was 3 nights or whatever the case may be, just been fucking fantastic. And I'm probably talking about this because I'm digging in my own mind a little bit too much right now, but you get what I'm saying, right? But on another note, when there is a potential when you communicate for a longer amount of time, that the desire burns stronger because it's just like you get to imagine and things like, what would it be like if we was to do X, Y, and Z? You know what I'm saying? And the more you learn, the more you get attracted to them. And it's just like sometimes you could really be attracted to people's brains to the extent where it's just like, oh, you got the as above. Once it gets to the below, the earth might shatter. You understand what I'm saying? So it may be one of those types of situations with you and this Sagittarius. Now, I would say this as well, right? Libra, you got to be cautious of the way you communicate with people, because although you have an ability to be cordial and you know how to like be sociable, right? You got a foul mouth too. And this is not going to be the person that you want to utilize that foul mouth with, because there's going to be some type of rapport built between you two. And once you start, you might start being like, hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying? And like saying stuff like that to the Sagittarius person, and they may look at you like what? They may instantly respond to you like, what, you call me? Like, I ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you might be like, nah, I speak to all my friends like that. And you probably really do. You probably talk to all of your friends and your buddies and your homeboys, homegirls like that. And they go along with it because they know you like that. Y'all have always had that type of rapport. But this Sagittarius that you're dealing with is not going to be dealing with you like that. They're going to take offense to that. They're going to think you're trying to play them. They're going to take the words literally as they're spoken to them. And they're going to feel like if you can't change that type of interaction with them, or the type of verbiage that you're utilizing with them, then you might as well go out the door. And it doesn't matter how much you mean to them or whatever the case may be. They're going to expect some type of respect from you because they're going to feel that they are a type of a mentor to you. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you just blast your mentor like that? You know, what if this excels to a thing where, you know, they bring you on, or, you know, into what they're doing, and may want to have you at a speaking engagement or something like that, right? So you know, the ratchetness or the silliness, the folly, they're not going to be feeling that at all from you. And this is just something that's for you. You might see them play around with other people like that. You might be like, yo, I just seen you being like that with them, and it's just like, no, I'm talking to you though. I'm dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be putting it on you, and it's just like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to reflect on yourself and listen to yourself. Like, yo, I do be using that language with you. Maybe that's just too out of range, too foul, and that's just gonna be what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when a person understands that they're leading you in mentorship in some type of way, then they're going to try to keep things at a level to where they don't escalate to where it surpasses the level of respect. You understand what I'm saying? It's just going to be like, yo, because you're the student, so how can they allow that to happen and then expect for you to become a master one day or a teacher one day? You get what I'm saying? It's going to fall on them. So it may mess with their conscience should they let those types of things slide with them. So be careful of that. Now, you can win this Sagittarius over should you switch the way that you speak. You know what I'm saying? Be tactful and use strategy when speaking to them. And it's not like you're trying to play them or manipulate them, although air signs are manipulative anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to that later. But you know, what I'm saying is this: utilize the ability to talk more clearer, more with a different type of vocabulary, and you can be amazed at the heights that you in the Sagittarius relationship can climb to. All right, I'm out.